This is what most talking head videos look like before someone even edits them. One angle, no cuts, and you can already start to feel yourself drifting away. By the end of this video, you'll turn that into this. And here's the part that nobody tells you. It's not all about your motion graphics. You don't need to film loads of B-roll, and you definitely don't need 100 different filming locations. It's 4 simple moves that I'm going to show you how to do on that exact clip in around 5 minutes. Let's do it. Everyone overcomplicates this. They think editing a talking head style video means learning After Effects, buying a fancy camera and setting your laptop on fire in the process, so they just never start. Or they burn hours on stuff their audience probably doesn't actually even care about in the first place. The truth is, keeping that retention on a talking head video comes down to just a handful of basics. And once you know them, you can do them fast. So let's actually do it, move by move on this raw clip here. And I'm gonna be real with you, you're not learning advanced editing here, don't worry. This is gonna make it dead easy for you to just start posting. It will look clean and it will keep people watching. And that's pretty much the whole point. Let's do it. All right, move 1, and this is the biggest time saver of the process. You're gonna cut this by editing the text, not by dragging clips around a timeline. Bear with me. Okay, start by making a new project, and then when that loads up, just drop your clip in like this. And then on the left-hand side, just head to the transcript section just here. And then it will write out everything that you said in the entire video. Okay, now watch this. So there's a bit here where I start to ramble. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight the words and hit trim. What it's gonna do is it's gonna delete that chunk of the video out, and then that kind of closes the gap for you without you having to touch the timeline. So you're basically editing your video like it's a Google Doc. It's brilliant. Okay, now I've got the really nice part. So up here at the top, there's the AI actions section. And there's a couple options here. So first of all, we've got remove filler words, and that's basically where if you click that, you can click select words, and it will just give you your ums, your ers, your ms, and all of those lovely filler words. Select all of them and then click detect with AI. It's going to analyze, and then eventually you can just remove them straight from your video with the remove button on the top. Easy. And then next, remove silences. It's a similar sort of thing, but you can select how long the duration of silence is that you would like to remove. So let's just go with 2 seconds and click remove. Boom, it does it for you. Now, if you're feeling really lazy, you can click AI actions again and then just go auto rough cut. And depending on how heavily you'd like it to edit it, I'd usually just keep it at medium, click submit, and then it will do it all for you. Very easy. And that's kind of the most tedious part of the edit, handled in a couple of minutes. All right, let's take what we got left and actually make it hold attention. Okay, that brings us on to move 2, which is punch-ins. This is gonna be the single biggest trick for keeping your static talking head alive, and it's dead simple. Every time that you want the point to hit even harder, make a cut and then just jump to a slightly closer shot. So just find a moment that you want to emphasize. Let's go with this one, and then just make a cut. Or you could just use one of the many cuts that the transcript editor's already made for you. And then on that new section there, just push the scale up a little bit so you're a little bit more punched in, just like this. And that's kind of it on that one. But if you want to get a little bit more fancy, you can by going to the video panel on the right and then finding animation. And then here you can just click scale up and it will do a gradual slow zoom rather than a straight cut. Okay, now for a little bit of science on why this even works. Basically, we've got caveman brains, right? And they get real bored of watching the same thing for a really long time. So the moment that you add something so simple, like just a punch in, it gives the brain a little bit of a dopamine hit and keeps it engaged, right? So you don't really have to actually do anything, it's just a punch in. What you're basically doing is you're kind of resetting the viewer's attention every single time that it starts to wander. So if you do that periodically, on a one angle video, that's kind of exactly what you need. Okay, move 3, we got captions. And this one is a must, it's not optional anymore. There's a stat that says up to 85% of people on Facebook and 80% of people on LinkedIn watch with the sound completely off. So if you're not captioning your videos, you're kind of just showing your audience a silent film at this point. And it's not just for the accessibility either. Captions can lift your watch time by as much as 40%, so it's definitely worth it. All right, so it's super simple. All you got to do is highlight all of your clips, so everything's selected, right click, and then hit generate subtitles just there. Now, that's going to take a second because your video's probably quite long, I'd imagine. But when that's done, it will default to probably a white text that most of the time is just going to clash with your background. So if you find the style tab over here, and then grab one with like a dark background, something that's basically readable on top of your video, it should look a little bit like this. So that looks quite nice. Now, if you do want that word by word pop that everybody's using now, that should be under the effects section here called word pop-up. Move 4, which is titles. Now a quick title card when you move to a new section tells the viewer's brain, once again, that caveman brain, that it's time to lock in. And that little bit of signposting keeps people focused so they don't just drift off and forget what they're doing. It's really simple. Just head over to the text tab over here and then find headline title. Nice and easy. And then just type in your section name or whatever title it is that you want to come up and adjust its position just by dragging it around the playback window like this. And then once again, in that lovely little right panel over here, you can adjust all the font, the weight, the color, you know, all that good stuff. So you can customize it however you want to. And there you go. Just like that, that's the 4 main talking head moves that I'd recommend. And if you do want to go one step further, just to polish it a little bit more, I've got 3 quick bonuses that are only going to take you a couple of seconds. So number 1, run the audio through basic denoise and enhance so that you don't sound cheap. Right, nice and easy. And then next you could do a 1-click color match so it's got a little bit of a look to it, just like this. Very easy, just throw in an image that you want to use as a reference. And then if you give it a second, it should be able to match the color exactly. And then this bit's really cool. If you do really need some B-roll, you can just generate it straight on the timeline using this button here. Type in whatever you want, and then it will generate, give it a second obviously, and then it'll place it straight on the timeline for you so you can edit it right here. Now listen, none of that's essential, obviously. These are all just optional extras. The main 4 that I just went through, they're the ones that really matter. If you're not using color theory, good luck going viral. Now the first question is, what's color theory? Now the best way to explain color theory easily is to show it on a color wheel. Now there are 4 main types of color theory that you can focus on. First we've got complementary, which sits on either end of the color wheel no matter where you are. Essentially they're 2 opposing colors that complement each other. Most used in film and TV shows. Michael Bay does it with blue and orange all the time, for example. Follow for more color tips. Now if you're still sitting there thinking that sounds like a load of effort, there's a version where AI basically does all of this for you. And I put it to the test in this one. Watch that next. Everything I just showed you runs completely free in your browser. Links in the description.